Hello out there. Anders Johnson with CMG Home Loans. This video is another in a continued line of mortgage education videos. And today we're going to be talking about refinancing. Now, one of the questions that I get as we sit here in October 2024 and rates are the lowest they've been in well over a year is it a right time for me to refinance? And the simple answer to that question is it depends. It really is on a case by case basis. And the reason being is that what might be a benefit for one person might not be a benefit for the next person. It really depends on what you owe, what your current rate is, how long you intend to be in the home, how long the new term of the mortgage is in terms of years. All of those questions are things that we look at when we're analyzing through the numbers if a refinance is worth it. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that as lenders, we have a responsibility to make sure that there is a benefit on paper for those borrowers, in addition to obviously the borrower themselves seeing the benefit and wanting to move forward with that refinance. But where we start off is just looking at the numbers, and maybe it might not make sense right then. Maybe it might make more sense to wait. What we do know is that, rates might continue to go lower. Obviously, as the ongoing joke is, no one has a crystal ball, and of course we don't. But what it looks like is that the Fed is going to be cutting the Fed funds rate, which indirectly, not directly, but indirectly affects mortgage rates as well as other rates. And as they continue to do that, mortgage rates should drop. However, there's no guarantee, especially when it comes to mortgage rates. But in any case, so what we look at is that cost to benefit analysis. So anytime you do a loan, including a refinance, there's going to be closing costs, whether it's title fees, appraisal, state tax, recording fees, and the like. These will be applicable. The nice thing about a refinance is that you can roll that into the loan, so there is no money out of pocket to the borrower in most cases. But when we look at that cost benefit analysis, coupled with how long you plan on being in the home, for instance, there has to be that benefit. So one of the things that I hear, and that is an absolute myth, is, well, the rate has to drop by 1% in order for it to be worth it. Not true. Not sure where that comes from, but essentially it really depends on the main factors being what is the rate now, and what, more importantly, do you owe? So you could have someone that owes $75,000 on their mortgage. You might be able to bring that rate 2% lower. It might only save them $80 a month. Whereas you take somebody that has a $400,000 balance on their home, you bring that rate down 0.5%, maybe they are saving double what that person that had a $75,000 balance is, at more than half the rate savings. So it really all depends. But the bottom line is where we start off with is a no commitment, just analysis of the numbers. Let's see where you're at, where you could realistically be that's going to make sense for you from a cost benefit analysis. And then see if that's something that on our end is on paper a benefit to you. And then for the borrower, is that something that you view as a benefit? If you're interested in looking into it, regardless of what it is, and don't forget, you could also look at home equity lines of credit, second mortgages that do not touch the first mortgage, especially if you have a low rate on the first, but are still looking to do, say, home improvements or debt consolidation. If you have any questions on this, I invite you to give me a call, 651-890-6593. And until next time, take care.